Good morning, FlossTube. It's Shelley from Proverbs 31:22. Oh gosh, what is today? Today is Tuesday, July the 21st. And it's been a little while. I don't know how long it's been since I did an update, but I figured it was time for me to get on and share some of my stitching that I've been doing. So, not much as far as a life update goes. Work has been insane, and it's just been really crazy. And we've gone back to our regular schedule. So during the week, it's 12-hour shifts, um, which can be a good or a bad thing. Like, it gives us a little bit more time to get done the things that we need to get done. But if once people figure out that we're open late again, we'll be busy with patients again. So throughout the whole 12 hours, I have a feeling. Anyway, it's just been really crazy. And so desperately, I don't know, needing to make a change, but just being exhausted when I'm off. And so it's kind of hard to go and apply for things when you don't even feel like getting dressed when you're off. So anyway, that's all that's been going on here. I did last week. I don't know if it was last week or the week before. Kind of had a feeling that I needed to make some masks for my family. I haven't made masks. I know everybody was, doing their part to make masks. Honestly, it's like I deal with this at work. I don't want to come home and make masks. So think of me what you will, but I just couldn't. So, but anyway, the last couple weeks I've just been feeling like I need to make us some because I feel like we're going to go to mandatory mask. We are planning a trip to Louisiana to visit family, and the day I started making some masks for us, the governor in Louisiana mandated that masks were required in public. So, and then within a few days, our governor here in Alabama also issued a mandate. So, anyway, I'll link below the tutorial that I use. It's a free pattern, free tutorial. It's from T Rose Home blog. And I just saw someone on Instagram who had shared that they had made masks using her tutorial and pattern. So they're pretty customizable. They are available in 3 different sizes, and they do give you the option to leave the layers open so that you can insert a filter if you want. So this is, I made one out of batiks for me, and then when my husband got home, I asked him, what he wanted, and he's like, LSU fabric. And so I made him an LSU one, and of course I couldn't let him represent alone, so I had to make me one. So I'm not finished. I still have to make some more for us, but the really cool thing that I learned, I do have some elastic that I could have used, but elastic's just not very comfortable. So I learned about this thing called knit string, which I didn't even know was a thing. But I had this like camisole tank top that was just in a drawer that I'd never wear. It has some spandex in it, so it has some good stretch. But you basically just cut, like a 1-inch strip, and then when you pull it, it just automatically curls in on itself if you pull it, and it makes the string super comfortable on your ears. So like I said, I'm in the process of making some more for my husband and I. And then my daughter came over and made some for her family. And then she came again and made some more for her family and one for her sister-in-law. So yeah, I'll link it below. Go check that out if you want to try making some masks, or just looking for a different pattern if you've made some already. So doing that. Doing a little bit of quilting. I hung the baby quilt that I'm working on when we go to Louisiana later this summer. I want to deliver this to the recipient. So I showed in my last video, I think it was in my last video, that I did. I was doing a little motif and doing echoes around it, and it was going to take forever, and I just wasn't into it at all. And so I ripped all of that out, and I've just started doing straight line quilting on it. So I don't know if you can tell or not. I have one more quadrant to quilt, and it's the one here. And then I'll be done and ready to bind it. So yay. And then I'm also still working on the quilt that has been on the wall behind me during my videos recently, is the quilt that I'm making for my daughter for her 30th birthday, which is in October. So I've gotten all of the large star blocks, and I've gotten all of the small star blocks. And then I just have 32 of these to make, and then I'll be ready to start putting the quilts together. So a lot of star blocks, a lot of the same. It's basically the same block, just different color combinations. Sort of boring and sort of like, when am I going to finish making these stars? But I finally finished them, so. And that's all I've been working on, other than cross stitch. That's all though. Haven't been doing any other sewing or quilting. I was going to gift a quilt for a wedding later this month, and it's like, it's not happening, and I didn't really want to like give them a card saying, hey, I'm going to make you a quilt in the next year or something, you know. I have the top made. I just would have to quilt it, but you know, my daughter's turning 30, so that sort of takes priority over what I need to be making. So I decided to just get them something else that they had in their registry. So I am doing Jolly July, and I'm a little burnt out on it. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna. I sort of had my whole calendar, you know, mapped out on what I wanted to work on. I am working on a couple of other whips that I have like deadlines on. And then one I've worked on just a little bit just because I love it and I just want to work on it. But anyway, what I've gotten done for Jolly July, and I only had like one new start. The rest were just whips. Maybe that's part of the problem. It's not enough new starts. But so I'm working on my my Shabby Advent calendar. And is this the only one I've gotten done? I want to say, no, I've worked on, so I got this one done, and also got day 10 done. I have more done that I've done before, but this is what I've gotten done during Jolly July, is these two. So the cute little rocking horse, not day 10, day 12, because I'm working in reverse order. And then the pretty Christmas tree. This was charted to be metallic on the Christmas tree and then a white ribbon. The pattern has a lot of white, but you know, I had to do my spin, besides the fact that I just don't like stitching with metallic very much because it's annoying. I wanted to get my colors in there. I don't know, looking at it on the video, it looks a little funky on the tree holder, but looking at it straight on, it looks okay. Isn't that weird how when you look at something on the screen, it looks a little different? So I wanted to, and I don't have my calendar in here with me, but I probably wanted to get maybe today 9 or so on that. So 2 more to do over the next week and a half. I don't know if it'll happen. And then I worked just a tiny bit on my Merry chock-full jar. And I got all of the Santas done. And I actually went in and did their little cheeks are so cute! With the little Smyrna crosses and 1 strand of licorice red. So, that's what I've got done on that. And that series has ended, which is a little, I don't know, it's sort of like when I got ready to getting stuff ready for the video, it's like, I don't really have a whole lot of haul. I guess because I canceled a few of my clubs with Fat Quarter Shop, and then that one ended, so. Sorry, I thought I had unzipped every bag. One got left behind. Forgotten. And then I'm working on the Quaker de Noel by Jardin Prive. And I don't have anything large to put this on. So I'm just working on this maybe 2 days during the week and just trying to get one of the little motifs done each day. So last night I finished this, and then, no, last night I worked on this, and then I just got real tired and had to put it down. So this morning, watching FlossTube, I finished this, and then I did that one. I've also added these 3, and then finished this in here since my last video, I do believe. I think it's pretty. I wish I had a little bit more variegation in the floss, but I'm still happy with it. It's charted for a single color, as you can see here, but Carol with My Life with Miss Sassy, she was doing her trees in green, and I didn't really, I don't know, I didn't want to have to think that much, because some of them it's like, well, should that be green, and then what about this? So I just said I'm going to do the words in a different color. So the main stitching is in Classic Colorworks Razzleberry, and then the words are in Classic Colorworks Holly Jolly. So I'm hoping to, I mean, I was looking at it last night and it's like, gosh, I really have a really, really long way to go. But if I keep doing, you know, a motif even a motif a week. I should be able to have a finish before the holidays. We'll see. Okay, so that's the whips that I've been working on for Jolly July. The Christmas whips. And then the one new start that I did was the Mistletoe Lane, which is a stitch along put on by Batticuore shop. And this is just really cute. And so the banner at the top was release 1. And then release 2 was the vine and the stocking. And then Friday, release 3 came out, which is the house. And it is adorable, but it's going to take a really long time to stitch that house, I do believe. So I'm stitching this on, I think it's a 32 count white chocolate linen with the called for DMCs. And I like it. I sort of wish I had, done variegated, but like the difference between the price on the floss pack for DMC versus the weeks one was quite a bit of money. So I opted to go for the DMC. Okay, so non-Christmas whips. I've been working on Lizzie Kate's Let Them Be Small. You guys, this is such a sweet, sweet piece. I love stitching this so much. So I'm doing this for my older daughter. Her birthday's in September. And I just love it. I don't know what I did. I miscounted in this area right here. And so this little border divider thingy is it's not supposed to have gaps in it. But I don't know what I did. But anyway, I think it still looks okay. And I'm using, this is on 32 count natural linen from Wood Shelts. And I picked my own colors. I think they called for a lot of weeks dye works. I don't have a lot of weeks. So I just pulled comparable colors from my stash, which is mainly Classic Colorworks, because I did that, the Floss Fix Club through Batticuore shop, which is Classic Colorworks. I'm thinking about doing especially now that we're back to normal hours and my paycheck will be back to normal, I'm thinking about doing something with Victorian motto. I still haven't, I don't remember if I shared on here. I know I shared on my Instagram, but she had a giveaway a while back, and it took me a while to realize that I had won the giveaway, and I've emailed her twice and haven't heard back or anything, so I don't know if I'll ever get the flosses, but want to see stitchers that use her floss share their stash or their projects that have her flosses. They look really pretty, so I was thinking about signing up for one of her clubs. And I also think she does bigger skeins. The one thing I like about the Gentle Art is you can get 10-yard skeins for like $3 something. So you get a goodly amount. Like that Quaker de Noel, it's going to take, I don't know how many skeins of that razzleberry. I've already gone through 2 on the 3rd one. So, I mean, I bought like 5 skeins of that stuff to try to have enough to finish it. For 4 more, I think I just bought some more. Okay. And I'm, of course, working on my hands-on design year of celebration, the August, and it's so cute. So this is what I've got done so far. I love sunflowers so much. All I've got left to do is this border at the bottom, and I think there's an ant right here. The little ants are so cute. It really is amazing how things look on the screen compared to how they look in real life. When you look at the watermelon in real life, I've doubted, like questioned whether I need to go in and take the letters out and do them in something else, because when you look at it in real life, they sort of blend in. But when you look at it on camera, you can see it perfectly. And then around those sunflower petals, I don't remember what she called for, but I don't have, she calls for a lot of flosses that I don't have brands. Like she usually calls for fancy floss, and then she'll give a DMC substitution. And the DMC substitution for the orange around the petals, I don't really have a lot of oranges in my stash. So the only one that I had was a variegated. And when I first started stitching it, I was like, I don't know about that. And then when I look at it on the camera, I'm like, I don't know about that. But after I stitched it and looked at it in real life, it's like, gosh, that's really pretty. I love it. But then when I look at it on camera, it's like, but oh well. It's just stitching. So I love it so much. I love all of these. I don't know what I'm going to do when the year's over and I don't have these to stitch anymore. Maybe I'll have to stitch some up for somebody for gifts. Okay. So this is something that just started this month. And it is the Lori Holtz Crimstitch series. We got part 1 earlier this month. So here it is stitched as an individual piece. I am doing mine as one whole piece. And I honestly, I don't know if I'm having doubts, but I am kind of questioning my choice a little bit. But anyway, this is sort of what it'll look like, you know, as one piece. So this is based off of one of her quilts. So in that aspect, it's like, yeah, one piece. But then, I don't know. Where am I going to hang it? What am I going to do with it to finish it? But anyway, I started this on Sunday. I just needed a little break from Jolly July. And so I started stitching the border and the first block. Ooh, don't know what happened there. So the pattern calls for Aura floss. And I'm sure Aura floss is wonderful. And I realize that you get more on a spool. I believe you get more on a spool than you do in a DMC skein. But I just cannot see. It's just not in me to pay more for floss that's not, to me, it's just not special. You know, if I'm going to pay more for floss, it better be overdyed or silk. So anyway, I'm using the DMC flosses. I pulled bought and pulled, thought I had everything that I needed. Like when I get my patterns, when I kit up my things, I make a little dot. First of all, I scan everything and turn it into a PDF so that I can put it on my tablet. So that's my working copy. And then I copy and paste all the symbols and the colors that I'm choosing. And I make a little document, print it out, and then I cut them apart, and that's what I put on my floss cards when I'm kitting up. So I kitted this up, and then after I started stitching, like this is the color that was called the DMC conversion given for the red on the flag. That's not red. So then, once I realized that, hey, wait a minute, this is not right. And then I started looking at the list. It's like, these are not, like, this is the list that was given when you go to Fat Quarter Shop to look at the, like when you signed up for the club. And then the list that comes with each pattern is basically, it's just giving you what's used in that particular month. So basically the document I made doesn't have all of the colors that'll be used across the whole series. Anyway, in other words, I thought I was done kitting this thing up, and I'm not. So, in another, the 8/16. So I ended up looking back at this and seeing, there's got to be like a red, and there is. It's 8/16. It's used in a different month. It's not used in this month. But, I was like, this is not red. Like when I started stitching and it's like, I don't want a red. I don't want a pink, white, and blue flag. I want a red, white, and blue flag. So I basically just pulled out that 3832, which is the conversion that they gave for the DMC on this month's chart, and just went and put in that 8/16 instead. Because like when I was looking, I looked on Instagram, and like Kimberly at Fat Quarter Shop, she'll do like little sneak peeks of the future months. And like one month there's cherries in it, and I'm pretty sure this is what they used on the cherries. So I was like, I know they have to have a true red. And then that was when I realized that I haven't fully kitted this thing up, because there'll be other colors. But I don't know how on earth this was given as the conversion for that aura floss that's on the flag for the red. So anyway, it's a little annoying, you think you're like ready to go, and then you start stitching, it's like, wait a minute. But it's really cute. And this is on, pretty sure this is on 32 count. I'm not prepared today, can you tell? But I do have everything on my tablet. So go to my whips, and so Crimstitch is on 32 count Jobelan and lamb's wool from Woodshelt. I thought long and hard about tea dyeing or tea coffee dyeing this piece of fabric, and I was just scared. Like, not scared, but apprehensive about taking this cloth, which I don't remember how much I paid for it, but it wasn't cheap because it's not Ada. Taking this cloth that I have dedicated for a project that I'm ready to start stitching on, tea coffee dyeing it, and then having it be not what I was wanting, and then having to order more fabric and, you know, all of that jazz. So, I don't know. I gotta figure something out for my fabrics to give them a little bit more jazz. Jazz them up a little bit. Okay, let me get all this back in this bag. These colors are really pretty. Of course, this is not all of them, but really pretty. And I love the border, but of course it's a beast to stitch. Okay, and then this is the other little, not little, the other project that, you know, I just have to put some stitches in on every week. I love it so much, and I love, 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 love stitching on 36 count in one strand. You guys, it's the best. It is the best. Look at these stitches. Look at these colors. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. My God, I love it. What is it about X's on fabric that just makes me swoon, really? So these are the called for, yes. No. There were a couple that I had to substitute because you can't find some of them right now. Pine needles is one of them. Which, you know what? I just realized. I went to, on Saturday, I just decided on the spur of the moment that I was going to the cross-stitch shop in Decatur. I just needed some retail therapy, I guess. But anyway, I didn't really make a plan. It was just sort of like I just want to go browse. So I wish I had made a little bit more of a plan, because I maybe could have looked and seen if they had some of those colors that I couldn't find for that. So let me show you what I bought from there, though. So everybody says buy the Blackbirds. I had my first Blackbird, and it was really hard to decide which one I wanted, but Niecy Lynn, if you watch her on FlossTube, she is a hoot and has some beautiful things to show. She just got finished with this piece, and I love it. I love cardinals, I love birds. Let me see where I can show you. Well, here. And I think she did. She changed up the wording, which they charted for the French, and then they give you the English also. 'Tis the season to be jolly. I'm pretty sure I'm going to stitch it in the French. Just to represent my French heritage. But she, you know, there's a, not myth, but I don't know what to call it. I'm drawing a blank, but if you see a cardinal, it's like, you know, one of your loved ones that has passed who's coming to visit you. So what she did, Niecy Lynn, is she mirrored this little twiggy motif over on this side, and then she found an alphabet from some other pattern that she had, and she stitched "Remember Me" right there, which I thought was pretty cool idea. But I just love this so much. And this, I love this. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna get something to cover the chart. Look at that. Look at those colors. Is that not just so beautiful? And let's see. The little stockings are cute. Oh look, they had one right there that I could have shown you. There's, let's see, there's 5 stockings. And I'm going from the back to the front. I'm pulling a Tracy Dugas. Oh, your name's not Dugas anymore, Tracy. I'm sorry. She goes from the back to the front of magazines and books all the time. And look at these, how cute. I don't know. I don't know about doing stockings. I mean, you know, cute decorations, but I wonder if you could do it some kind of samplerish way. I hope I'm not showing charts when I'm flipping. These are just so cute. The more I look at this book, it's like, oh my goodness. And this. So Carol with My Life with Miss Sassy has done this. Yes. And she, I mean, she just, her colors are amazing. Carol, I'm talking about. So be sure to check her out. She color converts, and it's like usually better than the designers. Sorry, but it's true. And I don't remember what she changed on this, but I mean, this is perfect as is, but hers is perfect as well. So that's a definite want to stitch. Look at this sweet little bird. Isn't that just so cute? So yeah, guys, I have my first Blackbird. Yay! And I just picked up this little piece of linen, 32 count blush from Weeks. I don't have any Weeks, and I have no idea what I'm going to do with this, but I said, hey, I want to try Weeks in that pink color, so had to try it for sure. What happened to it? Oh. And I love the little Waxing Moon house trios. I'm working on the Valentine ones, so I saw these and said, hey, yeah. So I think, and then when I got home and looked at it, and was like, well, you got spring and you got Easter. I think I'm going to the spring one. I think I'm going to leave the words off because I think they could be summer decor. You know, these for springtime, and you know, these could also leave the words off so that it's not holiday specific. Look at that purple house. I didn't even see it before now. But you know that you could leave the little eggs off or leave the eggs on, really. I mean, it's just springy. I mean, to me, this says spring and this says summer. If you leave the words off. And you could even, you know, like chart some other word, like our last name or blessings or something, you know, just something, anything. So anyway, I love these. But I didn't even see that purple house with a pink door. Now you come on. Tell me if that's not me. So that's what I got from the Cross Stitch Peddler. And speaking of, a few minutes ago, speaking of Niecy Lynn, she is hosting a stitch along that I think is going to start in August of this chart. This is the Hedgerow. Let me take it out of the plastic. Sorry, guys. The Hedgerow Sampler from the Cross Stitch Guild, which is in the UK. It's gorgeous. And when she showed the book, that she has the book that this was published in, and I about lost it. My jaw just dropped and said, oh my goodness, I mean, look at the pansies and that yellow pink peachy house. And then she said that the Cross Stitch Guild was selling the kits. I mean, it wasn't very much. It was like less than $40 for the pattern. The this is 28 count cashel, I don't know how you say it, cashel linen, unbleached. And then these are the threads. Oh my word, look at those threads. So she said she thought that these were Madeira threads, which it says on the card DMC/Madeira. It doesn't say anywhere on here what kind of, other than it says pre-sorted stranded cottons. So I guess maybe I could pull these DMC colors and see if they match to what's on here. But she thought, Niecy Lynn thinks that they're Madeira threads, which they do seem to be a little bit shinier than DMC, but I don't care what brand they are. They're beautiful. So, yeah, another thing, if you want more information about that, follow Niecy Lynn on YouTube, and I'll link her below. And then I ran out of project bags, so I have this little portfolio little thing that I made a couple of years ago. I was like, that'll work. It has little zipper pockets and other pockets, and so in it I have my Bluebird of Happiness, which I've decided to stitch on I'm not sure if this is, it's not white chocolate because that's what I have Mistletoe Lane on. There was another one that was in the Fabric of the Month Club through Fat Quarter Shop. But, and no, I don't remember. But anyway, I'm not sure if it's that one or this is the piece that I got that was supposed to be China Pearl, and it was completely different than the other China Pearl I had ordered. So, I haven't kitted this up yet, so I'm not sure, but anyway, you know, debated on whether to, I was just going to do the DMC. And then I needed floss for something else and was doing an order at Cobweb Corner, which I absolutely love. They were fantastic. And, you know, that dang, if you get to this much, you get free shipping. So I was like, let me just order the floss as the called for overdies. You guys. Isn't that just luscious? Look at that. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. That's blue. That's bluebird. I think I may have shown this already. I don't know. I'm showing you again. So, I want to start this so bad. This was supposed to be my birthday start. And then Elizabeth Weston came along, and she's going to be my birthday start. So I'm trying to think of, it's like, should it be an anniversary start? My birthday and my anniversary are the same day. So, what to do but drool over these threads. Oh my God. I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's a mystery why threads make me. Look at this one. This one right here is what gets me. This one, I believe this is it. Yes, Williamsburg. Look at this thread. The camera does not do it justice at all. It is like the most beautiful. It's like a claret, like a, oh gosh, it's so pretty. The variegation in it just doesn't come across on camera. It's like a claret and a blush wine on some parts of it. Very, very pretty. So I have a feeling I might succumb to starting that soon. I don't know. I'm trying to decide what to bring when we go to Louisiana. I don't really want to bring a bunch of different projects, so I've thought about bringing the Newcastle Bouquet since it's a larger project and I love stitching on it so much, but it is 36 count, so, which I have a little rechargeable magnifying lamp, so, but you know, to have to stitch in the car on 36 count, I don't know. So, could I do, and I want to, this is actually, I don't know if I said the count on this, but it's a 20, this is a 28 count, because that's what the club is. So, could I stitch on this in the car? Probably. So maybe that could be the trip to Louisiana start. I don't know. That's all I got, guys. I think that's it. Only 48 minutes. Okay. So I hope all of you are well. I appreciate each one of you. Stay safe. Stay as sane as you can. And happy stitching. Love you guys. Bye.